Employees come to the workforce with families. They are mothers, they are fathers, they are daughters, sons, carers and dependents. And they don't just leave the lives that they have at the door of the workforce. It is not a sterile environment, so they bring all of that with them. And if you want to retain your talent and your best talent, you have got to include a diverse workforce, because having a diverse workforce is one that is profitable and productive. So whenever they come in, and if they were to see someone being discriminated against on the grounds of their gender or their pregnancy, or indeed any other protected characteristic, that doesn't only affect that individual, it affects everybody, because they see that bad behaviour and that discriminatory behaviour. And nobody wants to work for an employer who behaves in that way. So unfortunately, pregnancy and maternity discrimination, and indeed sex discrimination, does exist and continues to exist in the workplace. But there still exists a culture or a perception that a pregnant woman is somehow negatively viewed and is somewhat of a problem. These preconceived ideas that a pregnant woman will be sick more often, they're going to be out of the workplace, she's going to request part-time working, and then she's going to be off and she's going to be sick because the child's going to be sick. All that negative view is simply not supported by fact. In the legal profession, 50% of those called to the bar are female, but only 12% of those ever become QCs. Only 20% of the bar has a judicial role, and there's only one female Supreme Court judge. And there is a belief out there that that is because the women have most of the responsibilities in the home. And having role models and mentors and females in the workplace will change the approach that we have, and will certainly give us, as a society, a more diverse workplace and a happier workplace, because we can't, these old norms, we have to move on from them. Now, flexibility and flexible working policies is one way of doing that, and flexibility and those policies are for men and for women, not just for females, because it's got to be men who help and carry out the work at home, which allows the women to excel in the workplace in the same way. And flexibility, especially in this digital age, is something that actually works. And it is of beneficial to males and females, because you can do emails, take telephone calls and do your work on your tablet effectively sitting on a beach. And if we could use and harness the digital age that we have, it will be to the benefit of our employees. And flexibility has got to be viewed positively. Employers do have a fear factor. The law has been used as the stick, and it is effectively used as a stick, because you've got to shine a light on bad behaviour and discriminatory behaviour. And as a result of that, often employers do not know how to handle or approach employees who are pregnant. And because of that fear, they tend to either act inappropriately or take the wrong action, and indeed then it feeds the negative view of a problematic employee because she's pregnant. And perhaps if we had more training and education around how employers deal with pregnant employees or those who are on maternity and have protected rights, they might have the confidence to move on and handle the employees and not look at it as negatively. But it still is an issue, and the advice that I continue to give and have done over the last 18 years in relation to maternity and pregnancy and the rights of pregnant employees, the nature of that advice has not changed, and it continues at the same rate, and discrimination still occurs at all levels in businesses, and I don't think that has changed.